I want to challenge something that almost everyone says they believe. We say motivation matters. We say it constantly. We say kids learn better when they're motivated. We say teachers teach better when they're motivated. We say people work harder when they care about what they're doing. This idea is so accepted that it's almost cliche. And yet, when I look at how we design schools, and honestly, how we design a lot of systems, I see something that doesn't line up with that belief at all. So this isn't about noticing a single moment. This is about a pattern I've seen over and over again. We talk about motivation, but we build environments that quietly remove it. And I don't understand how we reconcile those two things. Let me explain what I mean. When kids walk into school, almost everything is decided for them. Where they sit, what they work on, how long they work on it, how long they understand it, when they're done, what happens next. Even when we try to be flexible, the flexibility is usually within very tight boundaries. And then we ask a strange question. Why aren't they motivated? We talk about engagement, we talk about buy-in, we talk about grit. But motivation doesn't come from being told something is important. It comes from having some degree of ownership. And ownership requires choice. Not unlimited choice, not chaos, not do whatever you want, but real choice, where the decision actually belongs to the learner. Here's where I get stuck. We say kids need to be motivated, but we rarely let them decide anything that actually matters. We let them choose between this worksheet or that worksheet, this seat or that seat, blue folder or red folder. But the core decisions are already made. What they'll learn, how they'll learn it, how they'll be evaluated, what counts as success. So what exactly are they supposed to be motivated about? Following directions? Meeting expectations? Performing correctly? That's not motivation. That's compliance. And compliance can look like engagement for a while, but it doesn't last. What's more concerning is that kids learn something from this setup. They learn that their preferences don't matter, their instincts aren't trusted, and that their judgment isn't valued. So they stop offering it. And then we interpret that silence as apathy. But maybe it's not apathy. Maybe it's adaptation. Because when people learn that their choices don't matter, they stopped investing emotionally. Why would they? And here's the part that really troubles me. The more we remove choice in the name of structure, the more we blame individuals for lacking motivation. We say they're lazy, they don't care, they're unmotivated. But what if the environment is doing exactly what it's designed to do? What if we're confusing motivation with obedience? Because those are very different things. Motivation comes from agency. Obedience comes from control. And you can't build one by maximizing the other. This doesn't just apply to kids. Teachers experience this too. Scripted curricula, pacing guides, mandated strategies, common assessments, uniform expectations. And then we wonder why teachers feel burned out. We talk about teacher motivation, but we design systems that minimize professional judgment. We talk about trusting teachers, but we require proof at every step. We talk about autonomy, but we monitor constantly. So again, I'm stuck. If motivation truly matters for students, for teachers, for anyone, Why do we keep designing systems that assume people can't be trusted to make decisions? And if the answer is, well, if we gave people more choice, things would fall apart, then what does that say about our confidence in the people inside the system? I'm not saying structure is bad. I'm not saying expectations shouldn't exist. And I'm not saying guidance isn't important. I'm asking a different question. Where exactly is the space for people to practice making choices? Because motivation isn't something you lecture into existence. It's something that grows when people feel ownership. And ownership can't be simulated. You either have it or you don't. So here's my challenge. If motivation is truly as important as we say it is, someone explain to me why we keep removing the very conditions that create it. If there's a reason, if there's a trade-off I'm missing, if there's a deeper logic at work, I want to understand it. Because right now, what we say we value and what we design don't line up. And when belief and structure don't match, people feel it, especially kids. That's the challenge. Not to tear anything down, not to demand a new system. Just to be honest about whether our actions match the values we keep repeating.